Hello, this is Clean Coach Carly. I'm the staff nutritionist for Healthy Habits Living. Today I'm telling you about fiber. Now, fiber is found in highest amounts in vegetables and legumes and grains. Now, you know that I recommend a low carb diet, which means not a lot of legumes and maybe no grains at all, depending on your digestion. So that leaves you with vegetables and fruits. Now, by far, vegetables are the best source of fiber because vegetables don't have a lot of natural sugar, whereas fruit does have natural sugar. That being said, getting fiber from just about any place is going to help your whole entire body. Here are the reasons that we want to eat either foods or supplements with fiber. First of all, fiber helps to control your weight. So, if you are trying to especially lose weight, fiber will help you stay full, feel full, also help with your elimination. And if you have that sense of fullness, you won't have as much of an appetite. So, therefore, you'll eat less. And then, of course, you will lose weight. Fiber also helps to regulate or keep your blood sugar steady, which is good for your mood, your brain, and, of course, your weight. Another important thing that we've learned about fiber in probably like the last maybe 10 years, but especially the last 5 years, is that fiber, the carbohydrate molecules in fiber, are the food for the probiotics in your small and large intestines. So we want to take our probiotics and we want to eat our foods that have probiotics with them, like sauerkraut or kombucha. But once those probiotics are in there, they need a food source, and that is fiber. Okay, so it's got to come from either your foods or your supplements in order to feed that microbiome, all the bacteria in the microbiome. So there are two types of fiber. One is called soluble. So that means water soluble. So, in other words, if you get that fiber and you put it with water, it will absorb some of the water. And then the other type of fiber that we eat in food is called insoluble, which means it won't blend up in water. Here's a perfect example of that. Now, when we get flax seeds, when they're whole, they're not very soluble in water. Okay, they won't mix very much with water. But when we grind them, then they are soluble. Now, that's because flax seeds have both soluble and insoluble fiber. Here's another example. Psyllium, which is the main ingredient in Dr. Natura's Colonex. Psyllium is a plant and it is very water soluble. So that means when you get your dried powdered psyllium, or if you're using Dr. Natura's, which I'll tell you about in a minute, when you pour water in there, that psyllium will just expand and soak up all that water. And within minutes, it'll turn into pudding, jello, casserole consistency. So it will be thick and a little bit gooey. Which is actually a great thing for your colon because when you eat that type of fiber, specifically psyllium, it kind of expands into the sides or the walls of the small intestines and the large intestines and helps to kind of do like a scrubbing action and clean the sides of the walls of the gut. So Dr. Intoures, the main ingredient in Dr. Intoures is psyllium. And I use Dr. Natura's intestinal cleanser, the Colonex product, probably almost 15 years ago. It was one of the first times I did a colon cleanse to try to speed up and regulate my colon because at that time I was actually constipated. Now I tend towards the other way. But so Colonex also has a whole blend of herbs that help to tonify. So that means soothe and strengthen the cells of your small intestines and your large intestines. So it's got psyllium, of course, flax seeds, fennel, papaya, slippery elm, Chinese rhubarb, grapefruit, marshmallow, alfalfa, guar, peppermint, uva ursi, stevia, licorice, and aloe vera. So, if you're trying to get more fiber into your diet, I recommend whether you're going to use a supplement or just increase the fibrous food you're eating, that you start slowly. Because if you go from, let's say, 15 grams of fiber, which is kind of the American average, up to like 45 or 50, which is the recommended, you're going to get a lot of gas because all of that fiber is going to come in and feed those probiotics in your gut, and there's going to be a little bit of a heyday, and there's going to be, multiplying, and some species are dying off, and so that's going to cause some gas and bloating. So I recommend that you start slowly, again, whether it's with a supplement or with foods, up to you. So that is the lowdown on fiber. We have several fiber products that we sell at Healthy Habits Living. Colonex is probably one of my favorites for a colon cleanse, but we also have other blends for a day-to-day basis for adding small amounts of fiber into your diet. So, here at Healthy Habits Living, we are always here to provide you with the most up to date and helpful information so that you can achieve your wellness goals. We are here to help you get healthy so you can stay healthy and be healthy.